Today is Wednesday. We have been laying pretty low since the car show. Got the car ready to rock. Been watching it snow and rain and repeat, with no place to go race. I'd like to start this video. We got a package from our good friends at Super Clean. They sent us all kinds of goodies, some foaming cleaner, some floor absorber, wheel cleaner, and then their standard cleaner. This is the second year now Super Clean has been with us, and we greatly appreciate them. Make sure you check them out. They are all over at different racetracks. Make sure you look them up online. Get some of their products. Did you know that Super Clean is 10 times stronger than the next leading brand? I want to keep that 83 nice and clean. The only people I trust is Super Clean. We also got a package in the mail from someone you might know. I got a phone call, and we were trying a lot of new stuff this year. We got a new look with the orange, but we were missing one thing. So we got a phone call from, again, someone you guys probably know, goes by the name of Chase Holland. Chase Holland sent us something and says, Billy, you need some consulting. And there is no one at Deer Creek that will be able to touch you. So we now have some Chase Holland consulting on the old 83 machine this year. Appreciate that, Chase. I'm sure you guys already follow his YouTube channel, but if you don't, look him up. Family's amazing. Probably one of the most amazing group of people you will ever meet in your life. They are just as you see them in the videos, that's how they are in real life. Amazing people, can't say that enough. So we need to find some place to show off some CHC here, because when I pull up to the starting grid, I want that guy to look over and be like, oh dang, CHC, man. I'm not even gonna go out there and race this heat race. I ain't gonna go out and race that feature. I can't compete against that. He's got CHC. But now where to find it? Oh, we'll put it up here maybe, huh? Yeah, that looks pretty good. A little wipey wipe. There we go. It is official. Car now has some CHC. Well, thanks again to Super Clean. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Chase and the Holland family, for getting us some of your great consulting. Let's get this video started. Whoa, did I say this video's gonna start now? We got one more thing. We would like to welcome a new sponsor, J-Rock Auto Glass. Let's get a better look at that. Oh, look at that. J-Rock Auto Glass. They are the ones from a previous video that came and did Charlie's windshield, and they rocked it. So if you are in the need for auto glass, there's only one place to call, J-Rocks. Really appreciate them jumping on board with us for this 2023 season. Hopefully we'll make you proud, and the picture from Victory Lane will look good on your guys' desks. So now let's get this video started. Hey guys, here at my shop. Well, things were looking pretty good. Things were looking real good. We got the car done, scaled, waiting for the racetrack. The only thing I really had left was play with the front end. Right now I'm using the Weir's Machine setup plates. Got it sitting dynamic right now. Just kind of measuring front toe and some Ackerman. Just curious, see what it is in dynamic. And so right now I'm just kind of playing. The only thing I really had to finish up was setting the timing. Well, I went to set the timing last night. Started the car, ran for about 10 minutes. Everything was fine. Shut the car off. My buddy Spencer Stock came over with his timing light. Fired the car up. I was staying at the passenger side, so he started the car, and next thing you know, I look and I see antifreeze rolling out of the right side header. Not good. Then you could see white puffs out of the header. I thought it was just water, maybe that collected in there, I don't know. But then I gave her the old, yep, that's antifreeze. There's only one thing that tastes like that. And if you tasted antifreeze, you know which taste I'm talking about because you can still taste it. It's an unforgettable flavor. Wouldn't recommend it. I decided to go to the old Harbor Freight today. Picked up myself a $80 radiator pressure tester to figure out where this antifreeze is coming from. Got it all hooked up right there. Gave that some pumpity pump pumps to 10 PSI. Pulled the header off from the spark plugs and started spinning it over. And can you guys guess which cylinder was spewing? Yep, that one right there. So we got water coming out of cylinder 2. Called Jamie. He said, okay, you got the head off yet? I said, well, wow, that escalated quickly. I got the old bore scope charging right now. Going to stick that in there, pressurize it, and I'm really hoping to see water drip. I don't want to see water drip, but I do want to see water drip. If I can see the water drip, then I can tell where it's coming from. If it's coming from like the valve, then I know when these heads got cleaned up and valve jobbed that maybe they had I bought this motor used. It could have a valve seat got put into it, and they could have hit water when they put the valve seat in it, and it's leaking from there. So then I would be looking at a new head. It could be leaking in between the head and the block surface, which means I blew head gasket. It could be leaking from down inside the cylinder, which means I have a cracked block. All 3 different options require 3 different total pursuits on how we fix this problem. If it's a head gasket, I can fix it myself. One little trip to O'Reilly's or Napa or AutoZone. Insert your favorite auto parts store here, and I can pick myself up a head gasket. If it's a block, gonna have to call Jamie. Gonna have to try to find a block. Then I'm gonna have Jamie machine a block, and then we need to swap all the internals out of this motor into that one. A head gasket will take me about 3 hours, 4 hours to fix. A block, probably about 3 or 4 days. The block is definitely way more expensive than a head gasket. So right now, we don't really know what we got. All we know is this ain't good. Deer Creek is supposed to be testing Saturday. I don't think it's gonna happen because of the weather, but they haven't canceled yet. And I got some crazy stuff going on in this car right now. We're trying some new stuff. So we're either gonna be really good or really, really bad for the first few weeks. And I would kind of like to test and tune to figure out which side of the old teeter-totter we're gonna be on. That is the update of what's going on right now. Do have some other kind of cool things I did to the car. With all this downtime, the old brain's been kind of spinning up, so we've been doing some pretty crazy setups in this thing and seeing what it kind of looks like in the scales. But also, I'll give some of the credit to my father, but most of the credit to me though. I was gonna wrap the tubes with orange vinyl. We didn't have any, but my dad found something else. Leave a comment on what your guys' thoughts are of this. Look at that. It is so shiny and reflective. It's awesome. I won't lie. I almost had a seizure about every 3 minutes while trying to cut this. It just, your eyes just can't focus, and then it just gets wonky. But I think the rear end looks cool. A couple of my buddies think it looks dumb, but psh, make your haters your motivators. I think it looks cool. This thing was just a used up quick change, didn't look very cool. Now look at it. Gave it the old spray paint and sticker rebuild and probably get top dollar for that quick change now. I'm pretty proud of myself. I think that rear end looks cool. We also got something new in the shop as well. Check this out. We needed some E85 for the old 83 machine here. So there's one place we went. Base racing fuel. We got ourselves a drum of E85 from Base Fuel. So the old 83 machine will be running on this. For you guys that watch Hunt the Front, you know they're sponsored by Base. We got some Base in the shop now, which leads into a great time to show you guys something. You know how, yes, I work at Weir's Machine, but man, I love my Weir's Machine tools. WM233. It's a tool for opening up your fuel drums. All you do, put that in there, 1-inch wrench. Now everyone that's got one of them fancy tools, like actual tools for doing this thing, it's big, it's what are you gonna do with it? Put it in your toolbox, takes up half the drawer. The bung tool, that's what they call it. It's big, it's bulky, it's got one purpose in life. You use it maybe once a week, but it takes up half your toolbox. That's annoying. This little guy, don't worry about this little guy. You toss this thing right in the drawer. Heck, you might even lose it because it's so small. But it's not taking up your toolbox and leaves so much more room for activities. Get yourself one of these bung tools, 233. You can find them on weirsmachine.com or give them a call. Get yourself ordered one. You won't regret it. I also got all my Wasota stickers. So now the car's really tied together. I think this car turned out awesome. With the addition of J-Rock, we had to do some little rearranging. Minnesota Dirt was up here. This was down here. So we moved Ultra Force up. Minnesota Dirt on the quarter panel, also known as the danger zone. And he runs tires usually. They hit there, or they hit up here, and the next thing you know, it says you go from the number 83 to 8300, or maybe even 083. Depends on how the first lap goes. We'll find out. But enough talking. I am going to see if the old borescope's charged up enough. It actually works on my phone, so I won't be able to film because I kind of need to use my phone to see what's going on here. But the borescope does let me film while it's in operation. I don't know if I can export the video from the app and be able to put it in this video, but if I can, I will. So we'll chat with you guys later. I'm gonna find out where these water drips come from. Morning. Today is Wednesday. I took today off from work. Got American Waterworks coming today to do some work around the house, well, around my basement, so I had to be here today. And after borescoping the motor, we have determined we blew a head gasket somewhere around cylinder 2, which is the passenger side front. We determined that by the borescope. You guys saw the video of all the water that's running down the cylinder, so that means the water's coming from the top. But also I pressurized the radiator, and if you listen real closely to the spark plug hole, you could hear it. It wasn't really like a whistle, but it was, I don't know, like a sound. Like you could hear the air coming through. So that makes us feel pretty good. We don't think it's a block or anything catastrophic. So things are looking hopeful. I was pretty down the last couple days here after discovering this. This is the only motor we got together right now, so didn't know if our season was gonna be over before it even started. At least, well, it wouldn't have been over. We would have figured something out. Just would have taken us a couple weeks to get something put together or something figured out. So yeah, beautiful day today. Probably a cool 53 degrees, I bet, right now. 54. So 54 degrees is what it feels like. So me and Rooster hanging out. He's chewing on his toy. Yeah, that's gonna be the plan. Plan is now to tear down the motor. I gotta pull the intake, distributor, carburetor, all that fun stuff off. Got all the water out of it. Pull passenger side valve cover. Pull off all the push rods and rockers. Already got the header off it. Drain the water. Yep, that's a big thing. Get all the water out first. And then we'll pop that head off. Possibly today, we'll run up Jamie's with the head. He wants to surface it, just to make sure everything's straight. Excuse me. Don't know why the head gasket popped. You know, parts fail, I don't know. So, might as well just make sure the head's good. Make sure it's flat, make sure it's not, you know, tapered on that one end or something, so it's not applying pressure to the head gasket there, and that's why it popped. Just do what we can just to make sure, you know, parts fail, I get it, you know, so everything could be totally fine, and just a faulty head gasket happens. But I'd like to double check, just make sure everything's good. I'd hate to put a new head gasket, bolt this thing all back together, fire it up, and we're in the same boat. It's a lot of work for no results. But yeah, that's the plan. Well, I think I'm gonna grab Gatorade, set you up here on a time lapse, and I'm gonna start tearing down the top of this motor. Here we go. Well, what we thought was a head gasket turned out to be a lot more. I got the intake off, so there's a lot of water in the valley. Like, that's not good. Head gasket, I would just be putting it in the cylinder. It wouldn't be in the rest of the motor. Maybe we had something else going on. Got the head off, looked at the head gasket, didn't see anything wrong. But when I did pull the head off, cylinder 2 was full of water. Scooped all the water out, started inspecting the bore to see if there's a crack or what we got going on. saw a little speck that I thought was like gunk in the sidewall. Thought that I dropped something in there. So I tried to scrape with my finger and it didn't come off. I'm like, that's weird. So I grabbed my little pick and I started kind of, you know, just lightly scratching to see what it was. And then I kind of pushed a little bit on it. I pushed and then this thing went whoop right in there. There's a hole right there. Right in the block. And then the water really started to flow. So this block is junk. Got a hole in cylinder 2. Well, now it's time to tear the motor out, call Jamie. He's gonna come pick this thing up tomorrow. Jamie's gonna tear it down. He's got a block sitting there already, he said. So we're gonna swap everything and inspect everything, make sure that the rod's not bent, make sure nothing bad happened. I don't know, you know, it never struggled to start, so I don't think we hydro-locked it, but the amount of water I found in there, the water had to have done something, so we might need a rod. We need to inspect everything really good and then put everything in that new block, and hopefully all the motor problems will be officially behind us for the season, and we'll be good. So yeah, I'm gonna throw the head back on it so I can get the intake back on, so I can put an engine lift plate. I could get it out right now the way it is by using chains and being sketchy, but it's all gonna leave anyways. Easier if I just bolt it all kind of half back together, and easier to move around and keep parts in the same places instead of handing off boxes. Well, yeah, that is the update. Now it's time to tear the heart of the old 83 machine again. There it is. There it was. There it is. Motor's out. Jamie's gonna come tomorrow and pick it up and get a head start before the weekend. And then Saturday I'll probably go over there and finish what needs to be finished, and then hopefully bring it home. So then Sunday we can get it back in the car. Deer Creek hasn't canceled test and tune yet. I think they are. It's supposed to rain Friday and Saturday, so I'm sure they'll cancel, but we're still kind of, we're gonna try to make test and tune if they're gonna do it Saturday. So I guess we'll see. But I think I'm gonna send this video. I'm gonna close this video out. Probably try to get it posted today. Just a short, sweet, and all the chaos that's going on. Are we gonna make it? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks again to J-Rock Auto Glass for joining the team. Super excited. Thanks again to Chase Holland for giving us some of that great consulting. So far it hasn't worked out too well. We put a sticker on the car and our motor goes kapoop. So I'm not saying it's your fault, Chase, but I'm saying it's your fault. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.